Namaste students, I am JVN Dr. Aziz Mohammed Khan from Department of Food and Biotechnology, Faculty of Agriculture and Veterinary Science, Jyoti Vidyapith Women's University, Jaipur. Today I am going to discuss about the topic centrifugation and it is in the solid liquid separation. So the centrifugation is used for the separation of solid parts and mostly in the heavier and liquid parts are separated using the centrifugation technique, and centrifugation is used to separate particles of 100 micrometer to 0.1 micrometer, and the force which is used for the separation of particles is H gravitational force. For the separation of particles, the separation depends on the particle size, density, and difference between the cells and viscosity of the cells. If they are more viscous, then more particles will be settled down. Okay, so this is the separation basis in which small particles remain in the upper part and the heavier particles get settled down using the centrifugation force, because when the machine is rotated, all the particles which are heavier will settle down due to their higher density, and the particles which have low density will be in the upper portion, which will be the supernatant, and the heavy particles will settle down in the pellet. The use of centrifugal force for the separation of mixture is mostly used, and more dense compounds migrate away from the axis of the center, and less dense compounds will migrate towards the axis. It means the less dense compounds will be on the upper part of the tube. These are the forces which are used for the separation of compounds, uh, for the solid parts and for the parts which have both liquid and solid components, and the parts which have liquid compounds which are heavy and light. Okay, so mostly the we are discussing here for the separation of solid parts from liquid. Tubular centrifuge. The types of centrifuge is mostly are tubular and disc centrifuge. But first we discuss about the tubular, and tubular centrifuges are also known as the super centrifuge, which develop a force that is 13,000 times than gravitational force. And in the tubular centrifuge, the separation depends on the size of the centrifugation tubes. If they are narrow with the diameter of 75 millimeter, there will be a high speed. Okay, they will require higher speed that, and these high speed centrifuges are known as the ultra centrifuges. Okay, and most of these types of centrifuges are used for the separation of liquid from the liquid. This is the tube, tubular centrifuge in which we have added the samples in here, and this is the motor which is rotated, and after rotating the heavier particles will settle down here and the light particles will be there. Okay, because these light particles are less dense, so they will be in the upper part, and the heavier particles are highly dense, so they will be in the pellet part. The next type of centrifuge is disc ball centrifuge. The feed that is the sample which will enter the actual compartment at the bottom and travels upward through the vertically spaced feed holes, filling the space between the discs. The host divides the vertical assembly into two inner section where mostly light liquid is present and an outer section where mainly heavy liquid is present. The heavy liquid flows beneath the underside of the disk to the periphery. So how the metals are separated in the disk post centrifuge? The light liquid, okay, the light liquid flows over the upper side of the disk and towards the inner outlet because they are lighter. Okay, they will be in the upper side, and any small amount of heavy solid is thrown outer wall, and the small and the heavier particles which are larger in size will be in the outer side of the wall. The periodic cleaning is required to remove solids deposited. The risk wall centrifuges are used for the separation of starch, gluten separation, concentration of rubber and latex, and cream separation. So this is the example of a disc ball centrifuge in which we add our sample here, and after it is rotated, the samples which are heavier will be in the outer wall. Okay, they are heavier, so they are in the outer walls, and the particles which are smaller in size will be in the inside walls. Okay, so on the basis of their size they are separated. The next type of centrifuge is decanter centrifuge, and in this type of centrifuge only sedimentation centrifuge designed are designed for the separation of compounds, and it is also used for high degree of clarification of liquid particles. And there are various types of variation in decanter centrifuge which include horizontal, cylindrical, and they are in helical formation, which may be various ranges. And the separation is conducted for using the same formula which indicate that the separation is by gravitational force. This is the diagram of decanter centrifuge in which the sample is loaded here, and when the motor is rotated, the smaller particles will be in the upper parts, and the more dense and the higher larger particles will settle down in the lower parts. The next is multi-chamber centrifuge, which is the modification of tubular centrifuge in which tubes are maintained in a numerous forms, and various chambers are made in for the deposition of different samples. Okay, so the chambers in multi-chamber centrifuge are more than the tubular centrifuge for the separation of more compounds at a single time, and the separation is conducted in the zigzag movement of the compounds. So our topic is over here. In the upcoming lecture we will discuss about the liquid liquid separation.